Hi friends, this video is a before and an after and another after of this before and after. Does that make sense to you? Well, it will. By the end of this video, you'll get to see how I've transformed this wall at least twice and finally came to the final conclusion that I love the way it looks. I fell in love with this William Morris peel and stick wallpaper. The colors were perfect. The design divine. And it did just what I needed it to do. Conceal my TV in the background. It lasted through fall, but if you can see up in the corner where it starts to peel, it's beginning to peel off. It's completely peeling. I was so bummed. But I wasn't ready to let it go just yet. I was still in love with it.
What's going on here? What happened to my blanket? What happened to my blanket? What's in there? Somebody in there? What's going on? How did we end up with this? What do we have here? What's this? What's this?
Not only did it last through fall, it got me through the winter. I guess you could say I'm not one who's quick to make a change until I'm good and ready. I'm going to go ahead and finish my accent wall, and I've been looking at not fabrics, but I've been trying to decide a color for my wall, and I've gone through all of these, and they just weren't doing it for me. I couldn't quite figure out why. None of them were clicking for me. And then I remembered that I had bought this sample pot of paint for $15 in the mistake paint area of Lowe's, and so I took a board and I painted it, and I had already ordered this stencil online and the paint was a kind of a high gloss, it's a glossy paint, so I fell in love with this color. And I like to do a sample board like this. This is a great way to test a paint color before you actually paint your wall. You can paint a board. This is like a foam core board. You can paint this and carry it around the room, carry it around your house. You can hold it up to pictures, and you can, kind of slide it behind a frame and see how it's going to look and how it will actually bring the picture's colors out. So this stencil I bought because I don't know if you remember, but at one point I had some beautiful peel and stick William Morris wallpaper, and I put that up, and within 2 weeks it started rolling down and peeling right off the wall. Not only did it do that, but it also started to separate at the seams. I had it lined up perfectly. And so, very disappointing because I really loved it, and it took me a while to figure out what I was going to do next. So I decided I would stencil, because stenciling is very similar to wallpaper. It looks like wallpaper. So what I did was I went out to Lowe's and I got this paint color, which is almost exactly the same color. and I had it mixed up in a flat finish. And then I got this metallic paint at Joanne's. It's an outdoor paint, pure gold. It's called pure gold. So I got 3 of these little guys to do my stenciling. And this is called Sea Turtle. It's a VALSPAR Sea Turtle. It's a beautiful color. I just love this color. I love the way it looks on the wall, and you're going to see it. Now, this stencil I daubed on. I used the dauber, sponge dauber, but I tried that for the first section, and my wrist just totally started complaining. So I decided to get this little, I had these little foam rollers, and I started rolling the paint on like that, and then I'll show you how I did that. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment below.
Level. This is not quite there. Just a tad off. So I'm gonna have to.
The best way I found to put the stencil on, first I tried daubing it, and it's very hard to do. So I've got these cabinet door whiz applicators, and they're white and spongy, and they fit right on the roller. This is not a tutorial. What I'm doing is I'm squirting my paint in there and just using this as my little pan to roll it in, and then I can just roll it like this. And I make sure I get every single one coated. So that's what I have to do till it's all finished. Well, I finally finished, and I'm quite pleased with the way it looks. It's perfectly imperfect. And the TV blends right into the background, and as the wall recedes with the darker color. After living with that wall for a while, I got more ambitious and decided to wrap that green all the way around the fireplace to the other side. This time I'm not going to do the stenciling. I'm just going to continue the green paint all the way around. Meanwhile, I was able to get some thrifting done at Habitat for Humanity, and I found this beautiful metal art that had originally sold in Neiman Marcus for like $200 and some. So I decided to hang it, but on the back it said, don't use the wire, put 2 hooks in the wall, or 2 nails, and hook each side on, because this is a very heavy piece of art. But I was ready for a new look and a change. Wanted to make sure my picture was level. Usually I eyeball my pictures, but I learned how to do this masking tape or painter's tape to get the screws in the right place the first time, and then I would be able to just hang it. So this is a very good technique to use if you have to hang something evenly and level. I ended up just using nails in the long run. I didn't use those picture hooks. But it was pretty easy to hang once I got the nails in. This little print, this is a needlepoint that I absolutely love. I love the colors. I love everything about this little print. And I got it at a Goodwill many years ago for about $1.99. And it's gone with me to all my homes. So I'm going to put that above the door. So I've got this head vase that I bought at Ross, and we're going to make a fall floral arrangement in this. It's a beautiful bust of a woman, like a Diana type character. So first of all, I'm going to put some paper in here in the bottom, just to fill up that cavity at the bottom, the neck. And then I'm going to put some foam. I'm going to hot glue it down there, and we'll start adding some turkey feathers. And I've got an array of fall foliage and flowers, so we'll use that. I'm going to cut this. Try to only use half of it. And that's just going to go down in there so I can have something to anchor the flowers. And these are just all fake flowers. So you're going to have a glue gun, some hot glue. Mine's just getting heated. And you'll need a wire cutter. So we're going to cut some of these down. I'm going to start trimming some of these back because they're really long. I don't want it quite so long. She's pretty tall, but I want this to look like an autumnal headdress. Okay, so I'm going to start cutting these to fit in there. Once we get our block in. That's just enough glue to get it to anchor. So I've got my foam in there, but I'm just going to start placing some of these, and I'll separate them from the bush. So I like to start with some of the green pieces and get those in there. Just kind of where I want them. And then I'll put some of these flowers. I think these are going to be beautiful. I may cut that down a little bit. So I'll get these placed first. Taking the bottom leaves off. Keeping them to about like a medium length. And I don't want to do too much to this arrangement. I want it to be kind of free-flowing. I've got two of these that I may or may not use, and I'm going to put some berries coming out. Those in the back, like that. One of these back here. Now I'm just going to start inserting some of my beautiful turkey feathers that the turkeys leave for me. And this is, I'm making this a one-sided, so you're just going to be seeing it from the front. I love these for fall. These beautiful brown and black ones. But I also love these striped ones. I think these might be the kind that George Washington used to make his pins. This one has really nice contrast. The brown and the white. Okay, now I'm going to put a little bit of contrasting color. For the back. So let's see how that looks. That's pretty cool. I like it. And I think I want to add another one of these berries off to this side. That will give us some nice, beautiful contrast over here. And there we have our beautiful floral arrangement for fall. Let's find her a home. And she is ready to be placed on the mantle. Isn't she beautiful? And she says, "Welcome fall."